Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 51 of the Penultimate Game Show. Today's topic is that Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Try saying that 3 times fast. Yes, I'm still going to use the same jokes over and over again. Nobody heard them, so why not?
Wait, so is it technically 51.5 now?
Let's do 51.1. How about that one?
Okay, that'll
Okay.
work.
If you're listening to this on your favorite podcast service, feel free to give us a good rating on that platform. It helps with the algorithms and helps us grow our audience. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you, nobody. I appreciate you letting us know that. They just said that they can hear us now.
Nice.
It helps with the algorithms and helps us grow our audience. If you're watching this on YouTube, consider dropping a like and a sub, and don't forget to hit the bells to get notifications for all of our shows, like the Marvel Mondays Initiative, the Cross Media Show, and Anime Nation. If you're watching on Twitch and have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming, which means you have one free sub to give out. And we'd love it if you gave it to us, but if not, that's quite all right. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is officially Ben now, guys. I had a name change yesterday on Marvel Mondays. MCU doesn't want to have an Uncle Ben, I'll be it. I will. I'll take the mantle.
All right, I'm fine with you taking the mantle. You just can't give the speech.
No, I will never give the speech. I'll never give the speech.
Bad things happen when you give
Yeah,
the speech.
yeah.
What speech? I don't know any speeches.
There's a
You know, the
speech.
saying that they always say to the
the
Spider-Man.
speech. I am Ben, the director of this channel. As always, I am joined by the manga/anime expert, Ryan Smith. Ryan, how's it going?
Doing great. Real excited to talk this acquisition. I'm so curious to have thoughts on it.
Yeah, me too. Nobody's back in the chat, and he says, "If I keep doing that, they say if you give the speech, you die." And sir, I'm gonna take that as a threat.
It's like a ring.
Are you gonna say that you're gonna come and kill me? And of course, we have one of our JRPG experts, Lane. Lane, how's it going? Pretty good.
Good. I was excited to hopefully talk some JRPGs this week, but Microsoft just was like, all right, we're just gonna drop this big bombshell.
Yeah.
So screw your plans. Exactly. This is what you're talking about now.
Yep. It's almost as if they want to just stay in the topic of conversation. They just want to be the conversation.
Yeah, they're smart. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we get into the topic of the show, let's get into some housekeeping. And guys, it's official. I've been sucked into Fortnite, and this is all Eric's fault.
No, not you two.
Yeah, this is all Eric's fault.
Thanks a lot, Eric.
Was it the Marvel skins?
Yes, it was the Marvel skins. But if he didn't mention that Spider-Man was a skin, I probably would have never done this. So thanks, Eric. You owe me $20 for that freaking Fortnite pass, battle pass.
You might have got Uncle Ben, Eric, but you're not getting me. I'm falling for it. I don't care what kind of skins they put in that game. They put Naruto skins in there, and I still didn't go.
Okay, well, Naruto's a bad game, so I mean a bad show, so I understand that.
Are you, Uncle Ben? I will leave this podcast right now.
I mean, you don't have to call me Uncle Ben. You could just call me Ben.
I could smack about.
I'm just saying. I'm just calling it like I see it. You know.
No.
Just calling it like I see it. Last week, the old Titan gang got together to talk about episodes 76 and 77 of Attack on Titan. And man, oh man, I can't wait to hear this when it goes up later this week on YouTube and podcast services, because I didn't get a chance to listen to it. Ryan, how was the discussion?
It's a good one, and it's gonna be. I think it's like an hour and 26 minutes of us just freaking out over these 2 episodes.
Yeah, can't wait for next week.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
So good. Of course, yesterday, Ryan and Christian got together with the one and only Tess again. I wonder if there's any relation to that Putz, Eric, you know?
I doubt it.
Got together to talk about the movies of 2021 and which movie reigns supreme. I wonder what it would be. Feel free to find out when it goes back up on YouTube and podcast services.
If
later
Eric was
this
talking
week.
about it, there's no telling what it could have been.
Yeah, for him, all we know, it could have been Marvel's Avengers again.
Yeah.
Again, 5th time in a row.
And of course, we got together, that me and Eric, unfortunately, and Christian as well, got together to talk about Marvel's 2021. We kind of did like a recap and our rankings of how the shows and movies did. It was a good time. That will also go up on YouTube and podcast services later this week. I only have a couple more days to keep saying that, so let's hope it happens. And of course, as always, please feel free to leave your thoughts and questions on our SpeakPipe at speakpipe.com/penultimateconquest. So, before we get into the topic of the show, let's get into what have we been playing recently. Ryan, what you been playing?
What have I been playing recently? I've been going through the Soulsborns, getting ready for that Elden Ring. Right now I'm at Bloodborne.
Never heard of it.
Again, played that game a bunch of times before, so just going back, having some fun with it, pounding my way through these games. But then, of course, like everyone else, I'm going to be diving into that Legends of Arceus in about a day and a half now.
Let's go. Dude, I'm so excited.
It's crazy. People doubted the power of Pokemon.
Don't doubt my boy Pikachu.
Never doubt Pikachu.
Shout out to the Kanto starters not being in the game.
Wow, at all. Like,
No.
is that confirmed?
No Charizard for all you Charizard stands out there.
Bastards.
Little fanboys.
First you get rid of what was it, Blastoise and no, Blastoise had came in later for that game. I forgot what it's called.
Pokemon Unite.
Pokemon Unite. There you go. Cowards. They can't just put all the Pokemon. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Just put all the regional Pokemon.
There would be so many in there.
No, just put all the regional. If it's something like this, just put all the regional Pokemon. Like
yeah.
We don't need every single Pokemon. There can't be a trading system. Oh my God, there can't be a trading system in this game.
No, there is actually. There is some trading, but it's not. I don't think it's necessary for trade evolutions, though.
Wow, it's crazy. I wonder.
I don't know. I don't know how that works, but I just
Gengar's never coming
to
to fruition.
We only haunters in chat.
Yeah. Lane, what about you? What you been playing?
Still diving into way too much Halo Infinite multiplayer. I grinded out the new event.
Nice.
Finished it up.
Nice.
That game mode was so much fun.
Oh my God, I love it. I mean, I still go back, even though I finished it, I'll still go back and play it just because the game mode's too fun.
All I'm saying is, I think we should play that next week, Friday. If I'm still
dude, absolutely.
Okay. All right, cool.
And then I'm trying to finish up Far Cry before Friday. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but try my best.
Far Cry 6?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Are you a Far Cry guy?
I mean,
have you played
it's not
all
like
of them?
my favorite series, but like I play all of them. I like them enough to play them.
Interesting. Okay. All right, that's cool. For me, I have been. That's a really good question. What have I been playing? Unfortunately, Fortnite again. Thank you, Eric. I really appreciate it.
You get any victory royales?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Chicken dinners or whatever they're called.
People keep fucking building on me, and it's just driving me nuts.
You gotta learn how to build like these kids.
It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, you don't like Minecraft and your shooters?
No, I don't. I don't even like Minecraft. So, I am also excited to get my hands on Pokemon this week. It's exciting stuff. This is one step closer to what we've all been dreaming of, you know? Hopefully they see that this is a success and they go, hey, let's do Johto next, you know? That would be awesome.
Please. Oh my God.
Yeah, no.
That would be so good.
Oh.
But also, like, sorry, go ahead, Ryan.
Take me back to
Unova.
Unova.
I would die happy, man.
Yeah.
I want to go to Unova.
No, nobody wants to go to Unova.
I love Unova.
No.
Black and White were so good.
I mean, it's the next one in line for the remakes. So we're at least getting a remake in the near future.
Let's take a pause on the remakes. Let's like we said, Legends is gonna be a hit. Let's Go is also a hit. Why not
Let's
just
go
do?
with shit.
I mean, it did pretty good with sales.
It did do good with sales, but God, I can't stand that gameplay.
I can't stand that gameplay either. But in line with Legends, I guess Celebi. Think of something. I'm sure we could find something. Legends
I think
Celebi.
Let's Go is so. I think because it didn't come out in time enough to hit that Pokemon Go crowd, and
Yeah.
that's already beginning to dwindle hard in player count.
I think you.
So
Go
I
ahead.
think that time is gone. I do think we will get a Johto remake, but I think we will get Black and White first. Then I think will go to one of those games. If it's in the Legends format, Let's Go. It wouldn't surprise me if it's in the Legends format though.
I think what they'll do is they understood the reception of Let's Go and they'll turn it into a game mode. You can pick between game modes whether or not you want to play Let's Go style or the traditional way we play Pokemon.
I think because of how well Diamond and Pearl sold, they're going to now realize they can pump out just well polished remakes for not that much cost.
Yeah.
That's
And
kind of what they've been doing anyways. So
Yes.
And people will buy them for full price because buying now an original copy of Diamond fucking costs like $150.
Yeah.
yep.
So that's where I see Pokemon going. But we're not here to talk about Pokemon. What
We're
are we here
not.
to talk about?
We're here to talk about the bombshell that Microsoft gave us last Monday when they said, you know what, guys, we're proud to announce that we're going to be acquiring Activision Blizzard for 68.7 billion dollars.
$68.7 billion.
$68.7 billion.
An astronomical amount of money.
It's an unimaginable amount of money, but it was all in cash too, like not stock options or anything.
No,
That was a
yeah.
check that wouldn't bounce.
I mean, Microsoft, if anybody's got the money for it, it's definitely
Oh,
Microsoft.
Microsoft does.
Yeah.
Bill just walked right up into Blizzard and was like, "Here's an envelope full of wads of cash. Take it or leave it."
Now, there's a bunch of stuff to talk about within this topic, but the first thing I want to ask you guys, do you think this is a good play? Ryan.
I'll start off. Well, it's well known in these parts that unlike everyone else that I seem to be around, I am not a Sony pony. I am an Xbox fan.
You're a monster.
I've always been an Xbox fanboy. But I think it's an amazing play for Xbox. You get now to be the one to clean up and fix Activision Blizzard and get them on the right track again. You're easily now dumping all the trash out. And you can make it be public, and you're looking good that way. And then, secondly, you have now some of the biggest names in gaming with WoW, Diablo, Overwatch 2, Call of Duty. You could easily bring back Guitar Hero if you wanted to. They own the Tony Hawk.
I totally
They own
forgot about that.
Spyro.
Bring back Guitar Hero.
There's so much in that back catalog that's worth money that they could do. And it's all going day and day on fucking Games Pass.
We don't know that
So,
for sure.
There's no way it isn't. There's no way
I'm
now
just-
Call of Duties are going to come out on Game Pass.
I'm
every
just
year.
saying, we don't know that for sure. Okay.
We don't, but you wouldn't buy it if you're not going to push Games Pass with it.
You're right.
I mean, that's fair.
You're right.
And then you have the servers now and know-how of the WoW Blizzard team who was able to run Overwatch at peak with servers never crashing that bad. You have a lot of experienced teams now that can help you with your shooters, that you can move around. And then today they were putting out listings for hiring for a survival game Activision's making. So
Interesting. You know what
it's
it
going
is?
to be... they don't have a name or anything. It's just looking for people who've worked on like survival games. So I'm guessing an Orc or a Rust style game.
I'm going to tell you right now, I know exactly what it is.
What is it?
Think of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, but Call of Duty. Just tag Call of Duty in it. You know,
I think it's gonna be more like Orc or Rush.
we'll see.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Ryan, but we could be wrong.
We'll see.
I mean, there's no telling what they'll do with COD now.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where I'm.
Okay.
So positive.
Cool. All right. Lane.
As much of a Sony pony as I've been the last
Yeah.
few years, I generally normally own all the consoles. So I mean, either way, I'm gonna play the games that come on, Game Pass or Xbox or whatever. I think it's a good move for Microsoft, obviously. I'm not sure about how it is for people who maybe can't or maybe only get one console or
Yeah.
are sticking with PlayStation or only have a Switch or only
To be fair, the
but
people who only have a Switch are just realizing now that
that's fair.
Call of Duty 4 just came out, you know?
That's
Have you
fair.
played MW? They're like 2019. No, 2009.
Yeah.
Amazing fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess it's technically bad for those people, but I mean, other than that, honestly, it's pretty good for everyone else. Like, if you own an Xbox, this is really good for you because now, honestly, there's a pretty good chance that I feel like there's a decent possibility that they could somehow put WoW on Xbox.
Interesting. Is that
I don't know how they're gonna do. Because I mean, I've played a little of Final Fantasy 14 on a PlayStation, and it played really well. So I'm like, maybe they could do that with WoW. Maybe I don't know.
Now, I have no idea what Blizzard does, like at all, except for Overwatch. What's the game that's currently on Switch? Is that Diablo 3?
Diablo 3?
Yeah, Diablo.
Okay. Is WoW and Diablo kind of similar in game style?
Not at all.
No,
Well, in
Diablo's.
games
I mean, not sorry, Diablo. WoW is way
No,
bigger.
not even like the scale or way it looks or anything.
No.
No, I meant like game style, you know?
Like, you mean the way it plays?
I don't know how to put this. I guess I don't really know what WoW
Okay,
looks like.
so Diablo is
Well,
just.
Diablo's not an MMO, so
No.
Okay. All right.
Have you ever played Borderlands, Ruben?
No. I hate shell shading.
You've never played Borderlands. All
No.
right.
No.
Have you ever played the classic game Gauntlet?
No.
All right. I have no way to describe.
it's like a
Diablo.
dungeon crawler, like top-down RPG, like
Okay.
action RPG, but it's like top-down,
And it's 1 to 4
you're going for
players.
loot, kind of like Destiny almost.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
That makes more sense.
It's a loot grinder.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Interesting.
And WoW is a massively multiplayer online video game
Okay. All
where
right.
you run around and do quests. If you've ever seen any gameplay of Final Fantasy 14,
Yes.
it's just like that, but way more
It looks like
polygonal.
that, but worse, and
Like, way
it's
worse.
Okay.
But it's from 2006, so I'll cut it some slack.
Yeah,
It's a
oh,
great
yeah.
game
No.
back in the day.
Wow. And people still
What
play that?
you've seen what WoW looks like. There's no way you've gone this long on the internet without seeing the Leroy Jenkins video.
Seen the South Park episode.
I never knew
where
what game it was.
You know,
Or the South Park episode. That's like one of the most famous episodes.
I got into South Park pretty late. Anyway, that's besides the point. Lane, is this a good thing or a bad thing for video games?
could be either or. I honestly don't know. Like, it could be good in like the more people can have the ability to play more Blizzard games,
Yeah.
which would be good. 'Cause I know, like, I'm not the biggest Blizzard fan, but I know a lot of people that are.
Mhm.
So, and this could introduce them to more people. And my hope, like Ryan was saying, is weed out some of the blatant issues that Blizzard's had. Hopefully, they can nip some of that stuff in the bud. And it could be a bad thing because, like, this could be all right, who's gonna gobble up the most developers? And we're gonna just Sony and Microsoft are gonna be like, I bought X developer, you bought Y developer, we bought other developer, you bought this developer, and they're gonna have their camps with a bunch of developers on each side, and nobody's gonna be able to play a game on either, like,
Right.
multi-platforms might be a dying breed. But that could just be my, like, doomsday, like, prediction of,
Right.
this is like the worst case scenario that I honestly don't even know is gonna happen.
Gotcha. Your Zack Snyder prediction. That's what I like to call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a bad thing. Because I think the minute these two have to start now, you get those studios all together. Because the Japanese will always side with Sony. Xboxes just don't sell there. They haven't since the 360. They just
I mean,
don't
honestly,
sell
at
there.
this point, PlayStation doesn't really sell that much there either.
Not at the moment, but the minute like you start putting the big name games for them, the minute Final Fantasy 16 drops on the PS5, they'll be selling PS5.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not too worried about its deal of that, but I think all the Japanese developers will side with Sony and look at all those, and then they have their strong team of just major studios, the Santa Monica's, your Naughty Dogs, all that to make their amazing games. And then I think Xbox will be more of a smorgasbord of quality, but it will have all the big Western games on it. That's what I think is happening at the moment. Is the split between the East and the West, kind of like in the old days.
Right. So, I personally, I don't know how to feel about this. On one hand, I am kind of siding with Lane here, where like, ooh, Xbox, this is a bit too much, don't you think? You already have Bethesda. What more could you possibly want? Like, I understand both sides of the argument where Xbox is Microsoft is probably like, well, we can probably fix this, the whole shit show that they have going on over there currently. We can just make it a better place for people to work, which is great. We could also like just fix the whole relationship that the employees have with their employers. Like, no more of the Bobby Kotick bullshit where it's just sex scandal after sex scandal. I don't remember what it was, but I'm sure there were scandals in there about everything. So I see it as a positive for the industry, but I also see it as a negative where like, bro, how much powerful does Xbox want to be? You know? Like, this is essentially, if this acquisition gets approved and goes through, they essentially are going to become Thanos when he gets the Mind Stone. Where
It has gone through.
Well, no, was it approved?
It was approved.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. Well, that's also not good, you know? So we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I am happy for Xbox. No, the deal hasn't been finalized yet.
It's not been finalized, but there's no way it backs out now.
Well, I mean,
minute-
like, was the Better Business Bureau, whoever's in charge of like monopolies?
No one called it. It didn't qualify for monopolizing.
Okay. So I know that was a big thing for everybody last week. Isn't Microsoft
No, it
turning
did
into
not
a monopoly?
qualify.
Okay. So, Christian is in the chat and he says at the latest summer 2023 for the finalization. Xbox. It's funny, Ryan, because if you had just flashback to 2 years ago when we first started doing this show, and we were like, "What the fuck is Xbox doing?" You know?
Like, ooh, Fable.
Yeah. Ooh, Fable. Like what Xbox has to do to get back on top. And they've been planning some shit. Essentially.
Sitting in the back making money moves.
Yeah. Like they're.
And here's the thing with Xbox right now that at least got me really excited is every time they've been thrown a ball, they've knocked it out of the fucking park. They put out the best open world game last year with Forza, and then they made one of the best shooters of last year of Halo. And with now their accusation of Bethesda, their only next test is Starfield going to be good? The minute they can prove to me they got Todd Howard to make a good game after Fallout 3, I'll be like, yeah, Xbox can do anything. They've saved gaming. Good job, Xbox.
So
Good.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Just because that is going to be the true test of like, were these acquisitions worth it? Like, is an Xbox made Bethesda game polished and not going to be where things just float into the sky sometimes and I get stuck on rocks?
The one positive they have going forward is they're finally using a new version of their engine, not the same one they've been using for
Since Fallout 3.
God knows how long. Yeah.
So I've been looking while we were talking. I've been looking for the list of essential studios that Activision Blizzard is made up of. It's Activision Publishing, which is just the publishing side, obviously. Blizzard Entertainment, which I'm assuming is the game side for Blizzard. Beanox, which is Activision side. Demonware, which I'm assuming is Blizzard. Digital Legends, I've never heard of. I'm going to assume also Blizzard. High Moon Studios, also Blizzard, because I've never heard of them. Infinity Ward, of course, is Activision. King, which is doing that Candy Crush game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Major League Gaming, which I didn't know was a thing.
You don't remember the MLG?
I didn't remember it was still a thing.
Oh, I don't know if it's still a thing, but I'm like, you gotta remember the MLG.
What the hell? Well, actually, I don't think I do.
Oh,
By
they
the way,
did like tournaments and stuff back in the day.
oh, I'm thinking of the PC games with the kids that are. No, that's not it. That's
That's
definitely.
Major League Baseball Kids.
There you go. I thought that was them. I thought that was them. Well, you could see how I could put one and one together. Okay, Radical Entertainment. Radical Entertainment, Raven Software, Sledgehammer Games, Toys for Bob, Treyarch, and it didn't even list every team across Activision Blizzard. So they're made up of a lot of studios, which is crazy that we could see essentially. Xbox currently has what? How many studios right now? Do we know off the top of our head?
Oh, it's gotta be
Because they acquired some not too long ago, so
gotta
I
be
don't,
close to
I
like
don't have
25
count.
major.
25? 23 game studios.
Okay, I was close.
Yeah. 23. So let's add another 15. Give or take.
Jeez.
Wouldn't surprise me though if you start closing some of these studios
And
that are
have
no
them.
longer used and just move into other groups.
Right. Which would make
Like,
sense.
To be fair,
I
Call
would-
of Duty alone has what 4 different
Yeah, I
studios,
would take
4 or 5
all
different studios that work on it.
and just make them like one big, like what they did with Gears. Make the coalition, do something akin to that.
Yeah.
We have a team
Yeah,
that does
true.
everything Call of Duty. This is the mobile guys. This is the guys doing Warzone. This is the guys doing campaign. You have all of them in the same house together. And that's what I think you should do for Call of Duty. It makes the most sense. Is just one big COD studio, have it be like a dog tag with I don't know what you call it.
I don't know.
I don't know. I would keep Infinity Ward because it's like the most known name with Call of Duty.
Right. I think personally, Call of Duty becoming an annualized thing. Yeah, I guess we kind of have to do that to, I guess, make our money back. But, I don't think Call of Duty should be a yearly thing anymore after they make their
It
money
probably
back.
shouldn't be, but it's going to be because it's such a cash cow.
Yeah, I'm sure. Right. It's probably going to be because it's such a cash.
And
You're absolutely right.
according to Jason Schreier, Call of Duty's staying with PlayStation at the very least until 2023.
Right, which is totally fine. I'm sure that we're going to, that's when the deal is supposedly going to be finalized that year. So, I see that happening. I just hope to God that they let these people work on literally something else. Like, I'm sure the guys at the Call of Duty studios, let's just call it what it is, Call of Duty studios, are tired of making the same game over and over and over again,
Oh, they have to be.
Yeah.
So give them something else that they want to do. Like, I'm sure Xbox has already had this conversation with the Bethesda studios. Make whatever you want to make, just do your best, and I'm sure it'll come out great. Christian is again in the chat, and he says, "Okay, now Microsoft, do the invest back in your own studios challenge 2022," and I'm sure they're definitely going to do that. Like I think we've seen it already so far, where the support from Microsoft for 343 when they were like, "Hey, this game isn't ready yet. Can we push this back to like at least another year?" And they're like, "Well, we kind of have these two consoles coming out, so can you try?"
But also, like 343 is one of their like flagship.
Right.
So
If it's a
not just like,
flagship,
oh well, you just gotta like you'll just pump it out, whatever, doesn't matter. Like this is our Halo's like that. A lot of like I associate like immediately think when I think Xbox, I think Halo.
right?
So like
With the Games Pass system now for all these games, I don't think they're too worried about when they come out, as long as it's a steady stream
Exactly.
of when you have this many studios, but and you just have this Games Pass mentality of dropping games every like 2 times a month on these on the Games Pass. I think you can just have these tons of studios and just slowly just pipe in games. I think that's a fine strategy to have for that ecosystem you want to build.
Right.
Because that's the ecosystem you want to build, and that does seem like they all wanting to make that. It's all going to go on Games Pass. And here's the other thing where I'm not super worried about that console exclusivity as much as PC's a thing, and PC is growing.
Yeah.
And almost all Xbox games.
if you have a PC, you don't necessarily need an Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can play everything on your PC.
As long as you're paying their $15 to, I think it's going to jump up to about $20 a month.
Yeah.
For Games Pass, I think you're fine.
It's funny that you brought that up because nobody_XV has asked us, do you think Call of Duty could become Xbox exclusive? And I think after 2023, Christian also says Call of Duty could totally become exclusive, but console exclusive, but I doubt Warzone does. That's exactly my mindset. I think
I would say same.
Black Ops or Modern Warfare or literally any other like mainline Call of Duty game is going to be a console exclusive, but of course also be on PC. They'll put it on Steam. They'll put it on Xbox, the Xbox app for PC, and just leave Warzone as is. Leave it on PlayStation.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea with the amount of money that Warzone alone makes them. Like they can take the loss on people, but because like the COD multiplayer, like I'm not saying it's dying, but it's not as popular as it used to be solely because of Warzone.
Right. And
I can't remember the last time I played COD multiplayer past reboot of MW. Like I played that for a long time.
I still played a lot of it during like Modern Warfare, but I didn't really like Cold War that much, so
neither did I. I thought Cold War was a terrible game.
Modern Warfare 2? No, Modern Warfare 4 remastered, whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, the COD 4 remaster.
Yeah, that was the last one I actually played like intensely.
Okay.
One that Warzone dropped with?
Yeah, the one that
Warzone that's Modern Warfare 2019.
Yeah, okay, my apologies. Modern Warfare 2019.
Oh, yeah.
Was really good.
That game was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it had no good maps, but when you got one of the two ones, it was a great time.
The maps weren't that bad.
The maps weren't that bad.
Piccadilly Square is the worst Call of Duty map ever made.
Okay, no, I'm not saying Piccadilly Square is not a bad map. That's a terrible map. But like, I'm not gonna just throw every other map in there.
When the only way to play that was they had to make a special version of that would shoot the ship with the two good maps on it.
Yeah.
And then it was there every weekend.
That's because people only want to play Shipment because everyone like
they
think Shipment's the greatest map ever.
It's because it
is.
Was
great.
It's because it is. Such a small map, but so many fond memories, So many fond memories.
And those memories can now be made on Xbox.
Yeah. Wow, that was a really good commercial, Ryan. Well done, well
I think
done.
the marketing team's going to be contacting you soon, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't think they already have?
Well done, well done. But I do think like Cold War, I tried it. It was okay. It wasn't that great. I think it could have been better. I mainly want to say that it wasn't that great due to the fact that it also had to like combine Xbox One, PS4 with Xbox Series X and S with PlayStation 5 stuff. So that being, cross gen, I'll give it a pass. But shipment was goated. Nobody _XV says yes, it was. Yes, it was. But the last one, Vanguard, that multiplayer, I couldn't tell you what the fuck was going on in that multiplayer. I
haven't played it. So
I just
don't know
returned it.
how it is.
I literally just returned it to Amazon. I was like, I don't want this anymore.
I didn't even buy it.
I mean, I bought it, but like, of course, that's what the Call of Duty player does. He just buys the game, and if it's good, it's good. If not, I'll just return it. Whew, I forgot where I was going with this.
Activision.
No, I don't remember where I was going, where my line of thought was going to go. So, I'm just gonna dive into listener question. Just give me 1 second. Let me set it up.
I have a small question here.
Go for it. Go for it.
All right. With now they own Spyro the Dragon.
And
How would
Crash.
you guys feel about a Rare game of Spyro the Dragon? Give it to Rare.
Forget
the Rare.
Everwild or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
they're doing. Just
Oh yeah.
just bring
Yeah,
it.
give him Spyro.
Yeah.
Give him Crash.
Or maybe Toys for Bob wants to do a
Mm.
Spyro game.
Possibly.
Yeah, let them. They kicked ass with Crash Bandicoot. So
Oh yeah. They
let's-
could. Yeah.
let's do it. Let's do it.
I mean, give them a chance. Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Hell, if you want to be really quirky with it, give it to Double Fine. Let them make like a weird, twisted version of
I
one of
don't
those
know.
games.
I want Double Fine touching a great.
Nah, I did. Oh, holy hell, it's Miles.
Sorry. Okay, so I am changing this now to, let's see, stream. Okay. So the first question, we have 2 questions today. We have one from Derek Flynn and we have one from Christian. Let's listen to Derek Flynn first.
Alright.
What's up, Penultimate Game Show? Eric Ginn here, long-time caller,
Wow.
first-time listener, and I actually have a question I'd like you guys to answer, if you will. One, where is that handsome guy from Marvel Mondays, and why is he not on this show? The one with the
Wow.
glasses and the beard and all that stuff, but I digress. Seriously, though, my question is, shouldn't Xbox have used some of this money to further fund their own other studios they already own instead of buying everything? Your thoughts?
Wow, what a good question. Ooh,
I guess Sony Pony would call in.
wow. First off, the fact that he got me with Derek Flynn.
Wait, you did not have any
I
idea going
literally
in.
had no idea that was gonna be him. Wow, that's
The minute
insane.
you read that, I'm like, oh, it's Eric.
That's insane.
I mean, to be fair, he got me too. I thought it was just somebody else. I was like, all right, well, hear from Derek. And
Amazing. That's
Wow,
amazing.
that's insane. Well done, Eric. Well done.
He picks Flynn because he loves Tangled.
Okay. That makes some sense, I guess. Shit, I don't know. That's a very good question, Derek. Damn.
Yeah, Derek.
I'm going to say that that's a good question, and I think you happen to be right. They should have put the $68.7 billion back into their studios.
what do you think it could have been? The fact that like they think their other studios are doing well enough, or they're seeing something we're not seeing, and they're like, well, we have more money than we know what to do with, so let's
I
just buy
think
some
it's
other
that.
stuff.
I think that they've shown now that when they just let their studios say, "Hey, we need time. Hey, let us put out this game when we want to," such as a Halo Infinite. They're getting the products that they want out at a good time span, and they were two of the best games of last year.
Yeah.
Like IGN's game of the year was freaking Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah.
That says something for how insane last year was.
Now,
So
I just feel like the one studio that comes to mind where they could have used either more people to work on the game that they're currently working on, or more, R&D would be probably Rare, actually, with Everwild. We only have seen this game once, and it doesn't look like it's doing so well from on the development side. That could just be me speculating.
I mean, it could be development hell. We don't know.
Right,
Like-
but I just feel like they could have used a portion of that $68.7 billion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. They also could have used that money for servers, but I guess that's a more Microsoft thing than it is Xbox thing.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, this wasn't just Xbox that did this. This was Microsoft as a whole company.
yeah.
The company that also has created the shitstorm that is Windows 11. Okay? I don't know about you guys, but I have not upgraded to Windows 11. That's neither
You
here nor
never
there.
upgrade in the first year.
But that's what I'm saying. Fucking put the $68.7 billion into making everybody update within the first year.
I mean, clearly, it's not enough of an issue for them to feel like they needed to put the extra money into the Windows updates.
Right. This is true. I also think that they wanted to be the knight in shining armor, where
I also think they
saving the
wanted
day.
that as well.
yeah,
They wanted that good PR from.
yeah.
Look what we did. Look at
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
So, ooh, that was well done, Derek. Well done.
Now, who else is called in?
Christian actually called in, and I know it's
Oh,
Christian
okay.
because it says Christian with a smiley face.
What if this is Eric again?
Oh my
What if
god!
it's What if it's Eric again?
What I will ban him. He's no longer allowed to call in. All right, let's listen to Christians.
Talk to me.
Words could not begin to describe
Eric?
how disappointed I am, not in you, but in myself, for letting me believe that Pokemon's Legend
There you go.
Arceus
There you go.
would be bad.
There you go.
Of course, OpenCritic has it at an 86 as of this morning, and I'm just staring at my counter pick in our fantasy league, and I am kicking myself, man. I literally can't believe it. And you know what? There's a conspiracy that Eric is saying that people are only rating it as high because it's a Pokemon game.
No.
You know?
No.
And the actual core mechanics of the gameplay is just just fine, you know? But because it's an open world Pokemon game that everyone has been wanting since the dawn of time, or I don't know, the 90s. It's we're giving it a pass. What do you guys think? True? Real or not real? I don't know. Anyway, who cares about Pokemon when Elden Ring comes out? Am I right? Am I
Hell
right?
yeah.
Anyway. Oh, this is Christian, by the way.
Okay, first
Now-
off, sir, before you get into this, Ryan, I think I have to defend myself here. How dare you? Okay? How dare you? The reason why this game is doing so well is, like I said this morning, it's a step in the right direction that Pokemon Company needs to take, okay? We've been begging for a freaking open world, I guess JRPG, a la Breath of the Wild. Some might say the Pokemon Company actually had this idea first, and then the development team working on the next Zelda game, which would have been Zelda Breath of the Wild, was like, huh, I wonder what
I
those
don't
guys are doing. We should probably do that instead.
I think the Kirby team was the one to come up with it.
You know what? You're probably right. But, Kirby, Kirby's great,
Kirby's
but
he's ahead of the curb.
Kirby doesn't fucking sell as much as Pikachu does. Okay, so
What a shame that is.
it is a shame, but it is what it is. I'm sorry, Kirby. But yeah, don't shit on Pokemon. Okay, I
No.
told you this morning. Let me rephrase the words. You had failed to. No, you know what? Let me not rephrase. Give me 1 second. Hold on. You fools underestimated the power of Pokemon. Christian,
You know how much money
you fool.
little Pikachu brings in every year?
You fool.
It's the most recognizable mascot
You
character.
Listen.
you doubt his power?
How could you? How could you? Christian also says in the chat, shouts out Elden Ring, though. Am I right? And quite honestly, I think that's going to be the biggest flop of the century. But we'll see what happens with
No,
that.
no, no. Before we end this little piece right here, I have something I want to say.
Nobody's ending.
I mean, this part of the conversation we have right here.
Okay. All right.
And that is, Eric, I'm expecting one of those videos when Strangers Paradise comes out, Eric.
Oh my
I'm
god.
expecting a speak pipe from
It's
you.
never going to happen.
Nice apology.
It's never
Your
going to
bad
happen.
pick there.
That is an actual pick that I would have counterpicked, you know?
I can taste that pizza bet.
I'm
That large
sorry.
one topping.
I don't think so, buddy. I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. Eric's gonna be tasting that large pizza, and you know what? Just for you giving us, what's the word I'm looking for? Emotional damage. For you putting this on your list, you might have to buy everybody else a pizza too. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I'll take a pizza.
That's neither here nor there. Let's get back to the topic at hand, which is Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard. Absolutely insane. I don't know. You know, like I on one hand, I want to be like, this is good for Microsoft. I'm proud of you guys. But at the same time, like Microsoft's getting a little too powerful, aren't they? It's time somebody took a stand. You know.
Stick it to the man.
Yeah. So, I think that's all I have to say about this. Like, I don't know what else we haven't touched on. Ryan, do you have any final thoughts before we close out the show?
Let me think here. Any final thoughts? I honestly, come back to me on that.
Okay. Lane, how about you?
No, I think we raised a lot of good points. It's both, I think, a good and a bad thing. You
Yeah.
know, because it could. I think obviously my prediction, I think, is worst case scenario that I'm not even sure is going to happen. But like this could very well turn out to be like something really cool, and we get a lot of really good games on Xbox that wouldn't be on there otherwise, which would be great.
Okay.
So hopefully that's what happens.
One last question. I'm sorry, this is not going to be final thoughts. One last question. Do we think Sony will retaliate with its own acquisition?
I don't think, maybe not right away, but
Well, this year.
I'm assuming eventually I don't know. I think it might be a little bit. I don't know if it'll be like they're automatically going to go grab someone out, but I think eventually, yeah, they'll probably get at least maybe another developer.
Who's ready for Ryan's big bold prediction of the year? This is it right here.
Hit us
people.
with it.
Lay it on me, Ryan.
Wait, hold
Sony-
on. Let me make sure I have this written down. This is currently at 57 minutes. Okay. Go ahead, Ryan.
Sony's buying Square this year.
Oh my god, that's exactly what I was going to ask
Ooh.
you. Remember when that was a whole big, like, when somebody leaked it, quote unquote, and it was
Yeah.
just a fake news story that Xbox, I thought it was Xbox that bought them. That was the fake news story. But you think PlayStation's going to buy Square Enix?
They're either buying Square or Capcom, but I think it'll be one of the two majors of Japan, so it's gonna be Square or Capcom.
It's interesting.
I mean, honestly, I don't feel like that's the most like wild take, like, because to me they're so synonymous with each other that I'm like, they might as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like they basically go hand in hand. Like I don't think of anything else when I think of Square. I think of PlayStation.
Now, I'm going to throw something out there, and I want you guys to just think about this before you answer. What if they don't do an acquisition? What if they just buy all the rights to every Konami game?
Oh, give me that Metal Gear.
What do you think about that one?
Ooh.
I'd kind of be for it if we can get more like good Metal Gear games.
Good Metal Gear, good Castlevania.
Give me a like Metal Gear Solid remake or something like that, or
Could
just
you
like
imagine a first-person
Oh, boy.
Castlevania game? Oh,
No,
oh,
I'm down for this. You got me sold.
wow, it's crazy how I just put that in the ethos.
that's a good idea. I think I should do
Yeah.
that.
Okay, I'll get into contact with Jim Ryan.
Okay, yeah, get on that.
Ryan.
All right. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, all right.
But don't we have a little ad break to read?
Oh shit! I totally forgot about this.
Yeah, you did. That's why I'm here to do these.
All
Hello,
gas, no ad
everyone.
breaks.
This episode is brought to you by Buzzsprout. Podcasting isn't hard when you have the right partners, which is why we've partnered up with Buzzsprout to help you succeed. Buzzsprout gets your shows listened to in every major podcast platform. So join over 100,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout to get their message out to the world. You have a great looking podcast website, audio players that you can drop into any other website, and most importantly, detailed analytics to see how people are listening to your podcast. Also promotion tools as well. So please follow the description in our description down below, the link down there for Buzzsprout, and let us know we sent you, and you'll get a $20 Amazon gift card if you sign up for a paid plan and help support our show. Now back to the show.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. And I want to point out that nobody_XV says in the chat, I could see that happening, honestly. And you know what? Fucking, if I see this on Twitter, people, and what's this guy's name? Jason Schreier.
You know, just that guy.
Make sure, Jason, if you're listening to this, make sure you just quote me, okay? Just quote me.
Just like how we should quote you for your undying love to your fan theory for Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And you know what? My theory was very close, Ryan. Okay.
It was close. I'm not gonna lie.
It was very close. Okay. When he goes, you know what? We're not gonna get into this. I said this is wait, what? Christian says I said this last week. So who is Ruben quoting? Christian, I don't know about if you said this last week at all. Like I did not hear this at all.
I don't remember that at all.
I honestly, this is not even me making a joke. I don't remember you saying this at all. I just thought of this on the spot.
I don't remember that.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm glad. Thank you, Lane. Thank you.
But I'll also back you up when Jason Schreier eventually breaks that news. I will hound him and be like, "Oh no, you gotta watch this. Our friend Ruben was ahead of you on
Wednesday,
breaking the news.
On Wednesday, January 26th of 2022, around 7-ish o'clock Eastern, Ruben said this. And Christian also says it wasn't on this show, so that's okay. So good. I'm glad. Good. I'm glad. So, final thoughts. Ryan, did you think of your final thought, or was the?
Yes. I just wanted to say I think we will not know if this is a good or bad thing. I'm taking all my love for Xbox aside here, but I think it is a very interesting shakeup, and will kind of dictate the flow of the way these two sides play with each other now for a little while. Like I think we're going to see a lot less crossplay and stuff.
Okay. All right. Lane, what about you? Final thoughts?
Oh, no, I agree. I don't think we'll necessarily see the full ramifications or start to until probably 2023 when the real like everything starts coming together. Then we'll kind of find out about COD and some other stuff. But until then, like it's anybody's guess. We don't know.
Okay. All right.
But I'm very interested to see how this shakes out.
Final thoughts for me. All I have to say is there was a new show, well, a new season of a show that came out the beginning of this year called Cobra Kai Season 4. And at the end of this season, we see a little of Cobra Kai winning the championship of the karate tournament. But at the end, we also see somebody getting paid off. And I might be, comparing Xbox to Cobra Kai here. I might be saying Sony is.
Are they sweeping the leg?
They might be sweeping the leg. They might be paying somebody off to make sure that this acquisition goes through. That's neither here nor there. But we'll see if this is a good thing. All I'm saying is.
Cobra Kai.
All I'm saying is that Sony, I hope you heed my words today. Like I said, Jim Ryan, I'll be contacting you shortly, and let's hope that this is a good thing. Let's hope that everything at Activision Blizzard gets fixed. The shit show that is the shit show.
I honestly, that's kind of the most important thing out of this is if that can get fixed and some of the other stuff can get weeded out,
Yeah. And most importantly, get Bobby Kotick, get the fuck out of there.
Oh, yep.
Get him the fuck out.
Yes. So yeah, that's all I got. Let's do some plugs. Lane, where could people find you?
Follow me on Twitter at link_394. That's about usually where I tweet, where I get most of my info and tweet about my bad JRPG takes.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm interested to see what you have to say this Friday when you pick up Pokemon Legends.
Oh, I'm very excited.
Yeah. Ryan, where can people find you?
I'm at Ryan the Line 3055 for my hot takes on pretty much anything, and also where the hell I will be that week on this wild, wild world of the internet.
Okay, cool. And of course, you could find me at That Guy Tuesday on Instagram and Twitter. You could find the show on Instagram and Twitter at Pen Conquest. And Christian, bad RPG takes like Pokemon. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Christian, I'll them's fighting words.
Yeah. And the last thing I will say for this show, Christian, don't ever underestimate the power of Pokemon. Have a good night, guys.